Hi everyone, it's Theresa with this week's angel message, and I'm loving the message this week because once again they've given us the Ascension card. And so when I checked in with them about what they wanted us to know around Ascension, the message was so important. It's so easy for us as light workers and people who are sensitive to the energies of others to become frustrated with other people. And also, it can be easy for us to become judgmental because we can feel the energy of other people and we know where they're at, even if they're telling us otherwise. So today, the angels want to tell us that they're understanding how frustrating it can be to be here right now. As those of us who are on a spiritual path and resonate with the term light worker, as we are growing and bringing ourselves into what they're calling self-mastery, which means that most of our intuitive guidance is coming from checking in with ourselves and coming from inside of us, as opposed to the way we used to do things, seeking guidance from others. So there still needs to be a marriage of those two things. We always need to have somebody we can go to bounce ideas off of, for guidance. We always need that kind of mentor person. However, now, most of that will come from the inside. And if it's not yet, that's the path we're on. That's what Ascension means. Ascension is bringing us into self-mastery. So where some of us are getting hung up is when we start to explore this, or we become adept at exploring this and learning how to bring those answers out of ourselves from the inside. It can be frustrating when other people refuse to do that. We've come through and from a paradigm where people give their power away, and we're still working through a lot of that. And you can see that if you look at world events at all. This is something that we are clearing currently, and it can be frustrating because people will give their power to anyone who will take it. So looking in your everyday life, there are probably people who are giving their power away to doctors, to lawyers, to whoever they perceive has a better understanding of things than themselves. So the important thing to note is that all of the professions are incredibly important, but whenever we ask for advice or we ask for help from somebody else, what we need to do is run that which they are giving us through our heart monitor, through our heart center, and see if it feels true and right to us. And that's what so many of us have started to do in our own way. Where we're getting hung up is when other people don't or won't do it. It's so painful to watch another person give their power away when you know that it's going to a misdirected place where they could be getting healthier and more whole by checking inside instead of just blindly listening and following other people. And this is something that is coming up planetarily. So the angels want us to know that as we do it individually, we don't need to be standing out on the street corner telling everybody that this is what's happening, that we need to move into self-mastery. This isn't that kind of thing. The way this energy gets transmitted is from other people observing us doing exactly that. Other people observing us being healthier, being more whole, because we're checking in with ourselves and doing what feels true and right to us. I get a lot of questions around, I'm not sure, like I'm checking in and I'm not getting a yes or a no, I'm not getting a left or a right, I don't know what to do. And the angels are constantly saying, if you're not getting a clear idea of what to do, if you're not getting a clear idea of the action to take that feels aligned in your body, if there's any piece of this that feels misaligned, then you need to wait until you know for sure which direction you should go in. And a lot of us go into the place of panic where we're like, we need to make a decision right now. And that's not the case. The decision needs to be made when that clarity comes, when that alignment comes, when you feel the truth. So in dealing with other people at this moment who are wanting still desperately to give their power away to anyone or anything who will take it, the first thing to remember is if they're trying to give it away to you, don't take it. Hand it back to them. Allow them to make their own decisions. The second thing to remember is to stand in your own power. When you stand in your own power and you make aligned decisions from your internal guidance, other people observe you even when you don't know that they are, and they in turn will learn how to do the same thing just by you being that power of example. That is the most important thing that you can do right now as you move into this place of ascension, as you move into this place of self-mastery. Just go yourself and allow other people to observe and follow you there, if and when they are willing. That feels really complete from the angels this week. If you would like more support or more guidance, or just to connect with a community of like-minded people, check out the Theresa V Facebook page. The link is in the description of this video and in the comments below. There are so many like-minded and like-hearted people that have come together in community through that page, and I hope you will join us there. Have a great week, everybody, and I look forward to seeing you next time.